on moving forward, always getting closer.
Hello friends and allies, and welcome to today's video. Today we are visiting the Falcon Bastion on our Paladin. And I'm starting the video down in the spawn because I assume you know the way down to this area, because this has existed for a pretty long time, with access through the secret library quest and access to Oberon. And this spawn is generally hunted by mages or an EK-ED combo, and which I both have videos to provide. But now I also want to make the charm on my RP. So if you do not know the way down, just check out any of the other videos. But let's get down to the video. The Paladin is 690 plus and have no charms activated and no praise. And no imbuement related to protection in this area. It's simply the standard of 2 vampires, 2 mana leech, crit and dist on the helmet. And in this area the monsters or the Falcon Paladin deals primarily physical and energy damage, while the Falcon Knight deals earth and physical. Therefore, I decided to use a pendulum to protect ourselves against the shooting from the Falcon Paladins. And for the ring, you could use a prismatic ring, but because of my high level, I decided to go for a color. And to remember is that these monsters are strong towards physical, and therefore we're not really the best vocation to be hunting here, but it still works, I would say. And because of the high HP of the Falcons, once we get the charms in here, we actually have the possibility to be one of the better vocations hunting here, because of the double possibility of proc charms, which will deal around 400 to 500 damage with elemental charm damage. So the path in this area is truly simple. You're gonna focus on 2 spots, A and B, and try to always drag the monsters as much as possible, because you should never really be stopping here if you want to be able to have the highest possible exp. And looking at the hunt analyzer, it will take around 12 hours to finish the Falcon Paladin for me, and by that we will gain 100 charm points for 12 hours of playing. And looking at the profit, like 1 KK profit an hour, when you don't have any charms or any praise, are really good in my opinion. But to remember is also that the loot here is truly random. It all depends how much heavy maces, master mind shields, golden armors and so forth and so forth. Because the loot here could probably be even 600k profit an hour, but also 1.5 kk profit an hour. All depending on how lucky you are with the loot. So for supplies, I decided to not use much Great Spirit Potion, because I'm trying to use just manas, because I weren't hunting with Utito. Because when I were hunting with Utito, it felt that the ranged monster were dealing way too much damage for you to sustain it with Utito hunting. And especially in an area where the monsters are strong towards physical, it's harder to gain enough vampirism and mana leech from it. Because you're going to need to hunt a lot with energy ring or swap to it, and I didn't think that was very nice. So we're simply just gonna hunt with simple manas, and always assure that the diamond arrows are centered as much as possible, so it hit as many as possible. So I thought of the question, when can you guys hunt here? Well, if you have the right equipment, you could probably start going here as early as level 350 or even 400. I'm not saying that it's good, but I'm saying that you can. Because if you put on a prismatic ring, you imbue your armor with earth protection and you keep your distance. And maybe even have the bow with some earth protection on. Because as long as you have enough defense protection, I think you could go here on a pretty early level, and you might be needing to use some more Great Spirit Potions or Ultimate Spirit Potion that I need, for instance. But I think it's possible to hunt here rather early, because the monsters are so slow and it's hard to be trapped. And if you put on, as I said, the right imbuements or a prismatic ring, and focus on the defense. This spawn is rather easy, even for Paladin. And I think once you put on charms and praise, you could actually be getting decent XP in here, even as a Paladin. And I think the charms in here will benefit Paladins by a lot. So, because I am a solo player, I need to finish these charms by myself. Or you could just simply go here as an RP-MS or an RP-ED. Either hunting like an MS-ED or that you go as a tank once you hunt with an ED. It works both ways. So I think you could finish these charms a lot quicker by going here with an ED or MS. But you could also solo it as I show in this video. Even though it will take 12 hours on a level 700 to make the charm series. But thank you guys for watching. I will see you guys in the next video.
When you feel it's hopeless, when you think that you lost, oh, I will take your hand and we'll rise up from the dust. Oh, here we go, 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 let us heal and grow. You won't be alone, we're unstoppable. Don't be afraid to show what we're going for. This is what we know. Here we come back to life, we're still breathing. Standing up, everybody's gonna see it. Oh, all you need to know is that we're holding on. Even if we fall, we will rise up and we follow the path that we believe in. No, we're not gonna stop until we reach it. Oh, all you need to know is that we're holding on. We rise up from the dust and clean my throat. We rise up from the dust and clean my throat. We all have our reasons why we are on this track. Oh, we all have our burdens, yeah, but we just keep on fighting and we never look back. Here we go, 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 let us